Hi, it's Michael here. Just a short intro. This is a paddling adventure that I undertook in 2019 with my old high school friend Charles. At this point we've done 2 days and we're at the north side of Ile René-Levasseur, and as you can see it's windy, very windy and cold. Day 3. The wind is very strong. I'm just out of it now because I'm sheltered by some trees, but it is very strong. The waves are quite high, and we're just debating whether to leave it an hour before setting off because, well, it looks like a hard paddle. It's very changeable here though, so you know, in half an hour or so it might be a bit calmer. Day 3, we've only done 8.5 kilometres so far. The wind is pretty awful. We just found a slack spot to sit and wait, but the sun looks like it might be coming out, and there's a bit of a glint on this lake, although the sky still looks very moody. There's a loon. Nearing the end of day 3, and this is the opposite of what it was this morning. This is a mirror now. Whereas this morning it was a raging torrent. It was awful. We're getting blown all over the place, but it's beautiful now. This is where we're going to camp tonight at the end of day 3. It's a weird landscape. There's driftwood all over the place, which is because when they first flooded the reservoir it was at a much higher level, so all this would have been covered. There's a lot of lichen growing everywhere. There is spruce and aspen and blueberries, and there are partridge berries and a few other things, and interspersed among all that lot are the rocks, the impactite, the breccia. Everywhere, these impactite rocks. And there's a lot of black flies, which I wasn't expecting this time of the year, but never mind. It's almost otherworldly, all this lichen everywhere. There's no wind at the moment. It was just lovely as we came in to make camp. So we're taking the time. I think we'll be able to have a fire this evening and we should be able to have a cooked meal. Hooray! Because yesterday everything was soaked. We got absolutely drenched. And this morning was such a battle with the waves that I think we deserve a hot meal. So we're going to make camp now. This is a little wood burning stove that I got on Amazon. It's a cheap and cheerful Chinese thing. Stainless steel, costs about $20. It's pretty good when there's no wind and when there's plenty of dry wood available, but obviously it needs a fuel. Yesterday we were struggling because it had rained and we just could not get it together. Today there's plenty of dry wood available and it's working pretty good, and in the space of about 5 minutes we should have a cup of tea. Good morning. It's day 4. I think I slept quite well. I think Charles did, although I haven't seen him yet this morning. We came down here last night and although it was dark, we couldn't quite see. There were either beavers or muskrats, but we think they were beavers because they were quite large by the sound they make when they jumped in the water. And they were just swimming backwards and forwards here. And also last night there was a moose in the camp. We heard it was very clearly a very large animal, presumably a moose. I don't know if they get elk here, but I think it was probably a moose. We didn't actually see it, but we did hear a very, very, very large animal. And of course, as soon as we landed here yesterday, there was moose prints. I think they're still here. All along the sand there, and in the back there. Well, the weather looks good. The lake looks very calm. I can't say what it will be like around the corner or in the next 10 minutes because it changes so stupidly rapidly. But it looks nice for the moment. So if we can get our stuff together and get going, I think that would be great. Day 4 and it's raining, but I don't want to jinx it, but the wind and the waves are in our favour and we're making really good progress. We're in the northwest side of the island and it looks like here there's a lot of nice beaches, just like where we were camped last night. Hopefully that continues and we can find a nice spot to stay tonight. But there's good conditions right now, winds are in favour, waves are not too bad, and they're taking us in the right direction. So we'll have a look. Well, it's towards the end of day 4, and I think we are approaching the most easterly tip of Île-René-Levasseur, and that's really good actually. Now listen, don't tell anybody. Shh. I've fooled Charles into going a little bit further than he thinks we've gone today, just to make up for any lost distance from yesterday, and just because it's actually, even though it's raining, it's pretty good paddling weather, but it's not good camping weather, so I just thought let's do it while we can. But don't tell him. We're holed up again, just waiting for the weather to subside. Blowing a gale out there. Well, as you can see, my tent's falling apart. I think it stopped raining. Well, it's 2 o'clock, there's no sign of this wind abating, so we may well be stuck here for the day. Day 6, nearly ready to set off. The sun's warming us up a little bit, which is nice. I think it'll be a lovely day, and it's not too windy. There's a few waves, but not big ones, thankfully, because yesterday they were huge and we didn't want to set off yesterday. Oh, and yes, I'm wearing a toque, a cagoule and a hat. What's wrong with that? Some cool little islands. These are on the westmost tip of the Ile René, Le Vasseur. There's Charles having a break. Day 6, we're making really good progress. The weather is just lovely. We had a bit of a choppy start, but actually it didn't hinder our progress. The waves were a little bit in our favour, kind of to our side, so it helped us a little bit. And now it's just lovely paddling weather. It's fairly warm compared with what it has been. I wouldn't say warm, but you know, better than being freezing. And it's not raining and the sun keeps coming out. It's nice, lovely. It's day 6 and I'm fishing. Haven't caught anything yet though. I don't think there's any fish in this lake. Before signing off, let me tell you what inspired me to get off my butt and do this adventure. When my wife turned 60, she decided to walk Hadrian's Wall with an old school friend of hers. She walked 120 miles in 8 days, and they had a lot of fun. So let me ask you, and please reply in the comments below, have you had an adventure? What was it, and what inspired you to go for it? Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 3.